What's up, everyone? I've been thinking a lot about the shape of existence, and a lot of people just they put themselves in the moment, like Jay Chris said on his videos, or 444 as his channel is now, the 444 something like that. Big shout out to him. But as he said, stuff like people are focusing on the past. They're focusing on the past. They're putting all of their time and energy, all of their effort into focusing on the past or the future, or what am I going to do to shape the future. They're looking at this long range stuff, but they're not really they're looking far away, but they're also looking at short term things they can do, which really, really, in the long run, there's so much more as a collective we could be doing. And when you really think about, I think of existence kind of, when you look at prophecy and everything, like think of a bubble, a round bubble, and the multiverse of multiple universes. There's the source God, obviously, yes, a lot of other deities, but they're not the main God. And you've got God, the source that made everything, Jesus Christ, the Savior. And but you've got the source, and the way I think of existence, in a way, is think of a bubble. I used to draw this out as a child as well, and inside that bubble, everything's already happening. If you understand what I'm saying, everything that did happen, everything that is happening, and everything that will happen has to already be contained within that bubble, that confined space, that finite space that is created or existed. That's existing. Like I myself right now, I'm speaking to you, me, I am within the moment, the living moment, and everyone else and everything else beyond even fathomable thoughts, making up from the micro quantum world to the macro quantum world, what you can't see to what you can see, making up this infinite space of existence. And then you have the universe connected to the multiverse. Now the theory, that's a theory, that's quantum physics, that's quantum mechanics, that's theoretical physics. No, the multiverse is, yes, it is theoretical physics. It's not like they haven't been able to prove it as fact, although they're getting close. But I want to go ahead and say that I think of existence as, like, there's the bubble, there's the circle, and when you think about it, prophecy's written out. A lot of it's come true. Prophecies throughout history have come true. The Native American Indian prophecies, the Christian prophecies, prophecies overseas, prophecies everywhere, prophecies from the Mayans, prophecies, all these different prophecies wound up coming true. And these people always say, then I saw this, then I saw that. And in a way, that's showing one of the likely outcomes. And the way I think of existence is like there's a bubble, and all that is within that bubble is all that was, all that is existing now, and all that will be. And we are just, it's hard to explain, but we are just this one point. Time is an abstract concept used to define the linear progression of existence from point to point. That is my definition of time. I've said it before, I'll say it again. An abstract concept used to define the linear progression of existence from point to point. Basically. That's time. Now, all that is existing right now, coexisting now, and that will be, has to already be confined within that finite space, within that bubble of created existence. Like when someone makes a game or a show or movie or whatever, the whole thing. But yet in video games there are alternative outcomes and possibilities, and each time you make a new movement, that the new codes and new algorithms are pushing that existence along and causing it to change course as one of the possible outcomes. And the similar thing I think of in existence that we live in is that bubble, and within that bubble, within that finite existence, within that existence of the universe, this universe that we're currently in, all that was and is existing now and will exist has to be taking place simultaneously, really. It has to be taking place simultaneously. And we're just a coexisting part of it. And you're a coexisting part of that existence that's programmed out into by the Creator God, obviously, but we're in the middle of this bubble of existence. And in order for existence to happen, the blueprints already have to be made. Just like a game, just like a show or a movie or a simulated program in a computer. Speaking of quantum computing, they have a computer that can now do hundreds of thousands of years worth of calculations in less than 2 minutes. It's just crazy. It would take the world's smartest supercomputers, it would take them so many thousands of years to calculate what this thing does in less than 2 minutes. But all of that existence has to be coexisting at the same time within that finite space, within that bubble. It all has to already be coexisting and happening all at once. If you think about it. Doesn't it? Maybe that's why we get warnings, and God gives us warnings and stuff, and that's why we're told what the likely outcome will be. But no one thinks about it, but it's all just happening right now within this bubble of existence. And I've got a part 2 coming up another time. I'm not feeling so well. I don't feel that great. I feel nauseated and don't feel well. We all haven't felt too great today, so let's hope we feel better. Peace, signing out. Give your thoughts on my critical thinking here. Signing out. My links are below if you'd like to show support.